Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. Still post-Paxi, still a little bit run down. Still the same exact day, same exact, not necessarily hour. Come on, random run, work with me here. That I recorded the last episode. So again, apologies if I'm a little sick sounding here. Should have just taken the Isaac run. I had a good excuse. Little tired, little feverish. Hey, maybe this is the perfect time to get some good freaking stuff happening here. Change the meta as Eve. Who am I kidding? We're gonna look for the item room first because it's not like we have a reroll to worry about to begin with. We do have a bomb. That Spirit Heart is not gonna exist, so I'm gonna stop worrying about it. I was really hoping we can get a Spirit Heart that would benefit us in the next floor, but hey, we at least got a live bomb that benefits us not at all. And then the exact consumable that we put into the system to get the reward in the first place. How exciting. So, you know, no love lost on Eve here. Not my favorite character by any stretch of the imagination. We got 2 cents for that room. Could be worse. Ouija board. Gosh darn it. I like shooting fire. I like shooting poop. But I also like shooting enemies and not dying in the process. So I guess I do have to give Ouija board some love for that. But it's definitely not my favorite item. Maybe one of my favorite item transformations, though. Eve looks like a real badass with that unhinged jaw thing type going here. Now, it's gonna be a long fight here. Buckle in, grab a snack. I promise you I will not die to blue famine. It has happened before, doubtlessly. I've died to everything before, probably, at this point in my Isaac career, I'd have to imagine. I wonder, you know, I'm not gonna, there used to be like a period, maybe like a couple hundred episodes deep, where I would be like, hey, if you have the time and the desire and nothing better to do, why don't you go back and look through the episodes and try to verify this? And occasionally people would do it. And that was cool, if a little bit, you know, presumptuous of me. Now, with almost 1,000 episodes, fuck, dude, don't even go down that rabbit hole, I promise you. Instead of going back and seeing it and cataloging which enemies I've died to over the course of this entire series from episode 1 onwards, maybe go to like a 4-year college and get a degree or learn how to do, you know, a trade or something like that, because that's gonna benefit you approximately 1 trillion times more than the ridiculous legwork for a ridiculous end goal that you would get from this. So, what's exciting about this Eve run so far? Ouija board, you know, has its perks. That's not necessarily a ringing endorsement, but it's also true. The most exciting thing about this run so far is that I got a single Spirit Heart on the last floor. And a single Spirit Heart on the last floor means that got a pretty good chance at snagging a deal with the devil on this floor. Northernlion, didn't you learn your lesson from the last episode? You gotta stop being so aggressive with those deals with the devil, they're gonna get you killed. Well, you know, much like a child with a very powerful father, despite the fact that they misbehave in school and are never punished. That is a very weird diction there, but you get what I mean. I didn't learn my lesson either because we weren't punished on the last run. We ended up winning. Handily might not be the right word, but we won. Eventually, and with a great deal of strife attached to it. If we can get out of this fight without taking 3 hits, since this is a new instance of Isaac, we should have a pretty much 100% chance of getting an item, and as Eve, or sorry, a deal with the devil, I should say, as Eve, not too picky. Pretty much anything that that a deal with the devil can offer is something that I would be interested in picking up. Especially if there's 2 deals, one for like a Guppy item and the other one for 9 lives, which I realize is also a Guppy item, but then, basically we're getting 2 deals for the price of 1 and 2/3 of the way to becoming Guppy, which solves a lot of my, my lingering problems with Eve, namely that she's terrible at doing damage unless she takes damage, at least with her base stats. Now, this Monstro fight, I'm of 2 minds about it. The most annoying thing about it is that it's long, so it causes you to, like, lose concentration, right? It's like a test of will, not really a test of skill. I'm not really, you know, overflowing in either of those attributes. At the same time, I do kind of prefer when the fights maybe go over a little faster or get over a little faster. That being said, we're about 80% of the way through this one. We haven't taken damage. My hope for a deal with the devil rises here. We're at about 95%. You know, I'm not going to source that. That's just my educated guess based on looking at it. Coat hanger is a pretty good item, and now the moment of truth. Well, there is Mom's knife for 1. I have to take it. There's no way I can't. It makes coat hanger, like, worthless. I'm not even gonna go to the curse room because our HP is so low. Should have looked for the secret room to get into the item room, though. Okay, that's me being an idiot. Every episode is rife with that. That was really dumb. and could end up coming back to bite me in the ass. But let's just cool it for now, alright? We got Mom's Knife. As Eve with 1 HP, that doesn't guarantee us a win, but it puts us in a really good position. Oh, there we go. It puts us in a really, really good position because now, basically, and I say basically because I could get proved wrong here pretty easily, basically all we need is HP. What's the most abundant... Oh, ability to fly wouldn't hurt either. What's the most abundant resource in Isaac? It's probably HP, if you're ignoring consumables, of course. Being on catacombs here is going to be a big test, but hopefully it's the last of the big tests that we actually have to deal with. Now, we really, really need to preserve these spirit hearts, at least until we can get 1 HP upgrade, which is something that I wouldn't be surprised to see happen on this floor. Perhaps even before the end of it. Maybe we'll get lucky and find an arcade or a pill or something like that. I mean, that's one of the weird fringe benefits of being at 1 HP is that, you know, your pill rotation is actually better as a result. HP downgrades become HP upgrades, and I think they also become identified, which is important just so you don't take a second HP downgrade thinking it's good in the future. Come on, Deadbird, man. This is like, my range on this knife is really bad right now. You're what I need in order to make this work. So I'm very excited to have discovered the boss rooms before the other rooms, just so we can maybe take out an easy boss like this one, for example. Even though Mom's Knife range is bad right now, we should be able to pick our spot and take the boss out in quick fashion. My whole body is tense right now. I'm not used to the Isaac pressure yet. Got to get my body acclimated to it again after 5 days of standing in line. We don't really have a choice. We have to take the coin purse. Please be HP up or down. Tears up. I'll take it. A telepills into the second secret room is good in one way, because left hand is actually very nice for us in this situation. We need spirit hearts to keep ourselves alive, and it's gonna try to give them to us at the very least. I mean, I don't know if it tries, but I'm gonna hope that it gives it to him. Okay, this is where things become a little problematic here. Don't fuck with me, catacombs. This is my moment. This is my spot here. I hope. Well, what do we have then? We have 2 tears upgrades. That's not gonna be a lifesaver. Why couldn't you just give me like dinner or breakfast or something like that? Save me all the trouble of this gosh darn nightmare. I don't know what that was. That was like the worst Goofy impression of all time. Gosh. Balls of steel. Okay, that's what we need to survive. Truth be told, that's actually a pretty great pill rotation. It just wasn't exactly what we needed, and we had a very kind of thin set of criteria that we needed. And we're not going to get what we need here either. So thank God for that Balls of Steel pill. Because without that, we might find ourselves in a terrible position. Instead, we just find ourselves in a bit of a scary position. 9 lives, maybe? No 9 lives. So we will be, well, we'll be taking out this fire to see if we get enough money to maybe make the shop worthwhile. But apart from that, we're going to be moving on. Because I'm a sucker, like I said. Fucked up in the head. Not now. We're going to go to the right here. These guys could neutralize that Balls of Steel advantage pretty quickly. Especially since I'm not killing them in 1 hit. It's a little bit more aggressive than that. 3 keys is where we need to be in order to, we'll probably do that. 3 keys is where we need to be in order to get everything open on this floor. At least the bare minimum stuff open. Shop, item room, and other item. Oh, I didn't realize that was a brick, actually, or a rock. I thought that was totally like a safe haven for me. That I could at least walk through. No such luck, though. Just play it cool here. Oh, just stand still for a second. I don't want Deadbird to finish the job, because Deadbird's damage is trashed here, but I'll do what has to be done. Well, more bombs. At least we have enough money that the shop could be worthwhile. If it is, if something's on sale, maybe an Eternal Heart in the second secret room here. Like 5 leaps of faith that would have to go through to get that to work. We can also now go to that mob trap room. Are we really going to be leaving this floor with like 1 HP and almost no spirit hearts? I think we probably are. Let's see if we can maybe work our way over to an item room. This would be huge if this was like an item or some spirit hearts. That is pretty much, that actually might be more ideal than picking up a free item at this point, to be honest with you. Never been happier to see a golden poop, I think, as long as it doesn't give us... Oh, That's my bad. As long as it doesn't give us counterfeit penny, which it didn't. Takes us very close to being able to buy an item from the shop. Assuming there's no greed, which there can't be because we fought Super Wrath already. Now, just back it up here. There we go. Could find a... we're unlikely to find a secret room here, but I want the red chest, so let's do it. Yes, okay, this is extremely important. It's good enough on Spirit Hearts now that I totally felt justified in doing that, and there we got one of the Guppy items just randomly. So, before I use a bomb... Or sorry, before I use a key to go into that item room, we're going to use a bomb and check for the secret room. That's what I meant to say. I ended up getting teleport. Teleport's pretty bad, but we can use it in some interesting ways to make some okay stuff happen. Like, for example... we might as well open up our shop while we're down here just to see what it's got going on for us. But remember, teleport can't take us to the I Am Error room. Which means that, in my opinion, it's actually pretty terrible. Even though the I Am Error room can occasionally surprise you and piss you off, teleport just doesn't have any of those benefits. I don't think there's anything worth buying in there. Even the keys we can get later. Maybe we will buy a key. Oh no, we got 2 there, so there's no issue. Yeah, so we teleport away. I guess the thing about teleport is that it can get you out of a bad jam, and it can allow you to steal items from rooms like that. But apart from that, I don't really know what the value of it is. I am pretty psyched to be 1/3 of the way to becoming Guppy, though. And I mean that not sarcastically either. See if this red chest works out for us. You know, we need more red chests so we have a better chance to become Guppy in the future. Becoming Guppy is a genuine victory strategy. We know this? It's telepills. Well, that one, you know, we got teleport and telepills. So I guess the value, sack of pennies sucks, and I probably shouldn't have even picked it up. By the way, thank you for everyone who told me that it's not actually the miter that sack of pennies makes worse, it's the relic. I'm going to tell you that I'm going to try to internalize that, but if you've watched enough videos of mine by now, you should know that it's a bit of a heady goal. But yeah, I was going to say that teleport occasionally saves you keys, I guess, by teleporting you into rooms you might otherwise not be able to access, but apart from that, is it really that useful? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Telepills seems like it is useful, at least here, to allow us to possibly get the I Am Error room, which it didn't, but thankfully we don't have to fight those guys anyway. So my thinking... What was up with that chest up there? Should I have opened that? We'll walk back. My thinking is the other thing about teleport is that it can get us that deal with the devil after the mom fight, which is why I'm keeping it right now and why I use that telepills. If something better comes... Oh, okay. Makes sense. If something better comes along, sure, we'll take it and I won't feel too bad about it, but sure, it could get us a deal with the devil. And I'm really, really thankful that we're in the kind of position where I could pick up 9 lives for free, basically, and then just kill myself, come back with the same amount of HP, and become Guppy as is. So... It's one of those weird times where having only 1 red heart is a little bit of an advantage, but certainly not an enormous one. Let's check out our shop. Shop contains Book of Revelations. Pretty much no doubt that's substantially better. So we'll be rolling with Book of Revelations here, which, you know, the other thing about it is that it probably just guaranteed me a 3rd level cube of meat, which means, you know, a lot of people prefer 2nd level cube of meat. I'm still of 2 minds about it. I never really came to a consensus about whether, an internal consensus, I guess, about whether I prefer, you know, the defensive plus extra familiar shots of 2nd level cube of meat or the, high-powered but kind of dumb and occasionally kicks bombs in your face power of, 3rd level cube of meat. But it does kind of thematically fit into the Eve kind of run, right? To have a 3rd level Meat Boy. Because 3rd level Meat Boy is kind of similar to Dead Bird. But better, sort of. Now, I took some dumb damage, obviously, against War right there. But it wasn't red heart damage. So I should have a pretty decent shot at least getting some kind of special room. Very easy. No special room, jeez. Is it because I didn't take a deal with the devil on the last floor? Did I even get an offer for it? And it's been a long day so far. Free Spirit Heart almost certainly will pay for itself, even if it is only in a half Spirit Heart kind of context. That was bad damage. I should have been able to work my way out of that one very easily. Not bad damage, sorry, but a bad miss. And why this room has the... Oh, that was terrible. Has the most difficult enemy come first, I'll never know, but that's okay. Get them out of the way and then take damage against the hoppers. Keep those expectations low, people. So we're going to keep moving it in and around and along here. Maybe could have found the secret room here and saved the key for our shop. Nope. Alright, now I've wasted a bomb. Instead of a key. Well, not really instead of. You know what I mean, maybe. How am I gonna... I think we can do it this way. I mean, we have enough bombs to get ourselves out of a jam, but I really want to get that tinted rock. And that extra spirit heart. You never know when that's gonna come in handy. I don't think we need to use both of our bombs to make this work, but I might be mistaken. Definitely do not. And good job, Meat Boy. Thank you. Oh, that was terrible. Thank you for your service so far. This run is forever in your debt. As many red chests as possible, please. Isn't that how Left Hand, and I say isn't it, like I could possibly get a response from the ether right now, but in a day when this episode goes up, isn't it true that, oh, we're definitely gonna put one there too. Isn't it true that with Left Hand and Guppy's tail, it basically just causes you to get a lot more red chests until you get rid of Left Hand? That's a great thing if we're trying to become Guppy, which is looking increasingly unlikely, but still. Probably didn't need to use as many bombs as we did there, but we still came out with a profit. Guppy's hairball is not good enough and also does not classify as a Guppy item. Oh no. But this run's starting to shape up fairly nicely. 4th level Meat Boy is definitely better than 3rd level Meat Boy, and it looks like it's pretty likely we'll be able to swing that if we at least live that long. Of course, there's always a chance that you fight, you know, death instead. Not death, sorry, conquest. Which is probably the most annoying shit about the Book of Revelations, or about the horseman mechanics in general. Not like auto mechanics, you know what I mean. They're called furriers. For real. Let's just kind of dodge out of the way here, no big deal. Come on. I've had Left Hand for 2 floors and I've only gotten 1 free deal with a devil item. What's going on with this BS? And, you know, it's kind of weird. I always have to remind myself, you know, there is a reason that you go through the rest of these rooms, even though you've already killed the boss and gone to the item room and the shop. Apparently, people have told me it's important. You know, it's like flossing. I don't see the benefit of flossing, but when I don't do it, my dentist gets mad. When I don't go to every room, or at least make an effort to go to every room, commenters get mad. So I just trust you guys like I would trust an accredited medical professional. That I'm doing the right thing here. Oh, okay, you know, that was bad. But there is a, oh, come on, Meat Boy, don't do me dirty. There is a tinted rock, and now all I gotta do is finagle some kind of way to actually get that spirit heart. Not as worried about the penny. I would rather just leave and kind of have peace of mind. I am worried about that key, though, so we're gonna have to go back. Well, not have to. How do you feel about this one? Yeah, okay, it worked. Okay, that was a little bit of a tricky one, but it got the job done. Whew. Okay. 5 bombs left. Do we put one down here? No? Okay. This will still only cost us 1 bomb if I put it in the right spot, I think. And it could allow us to get to the secret room at least. Oh, it's gonna cost us 2. And we'll have to use a bomb over here. I hate this room, man. Oh, we do have Ultra Pride here. So, the unfortunate thing about Ultra Pride is, well, A, it's tough. If Meat Boy could just, like, get a bead and start chewing, that would be great, because, I pretty much have to get close enough to put myself in harm's way, and he shoots very quickly. Occasionally, you eke out, like, a diagonal shot by accident with Mom's knife. It's hard to do it, yeah, there we go. Hard to do it, intentionally. 2 bombs left? Man, we're gonna use all our bombs looking for a secret room. Yep. And I guess we'll check here as well. Hopefully we don't end up getting screwed as a result. Alright, well, we got screwed as a result. Probably bad bomb placement as well, but it's a little bit of an exceptional floor in the sense that we had like 2 of those bomb-heavy rooms, and the secret room potentially also bordered them. Anyway, we'll leave. I'm still relatively pleased with this floor. The Book of Revelations helped out a great deal. We'll be heading downwards. Probably without much hope of getting to become Guppy unless we come across an exceptionally lucky curse room, but we'll see. Can't really complain about Mom's knife. Can definitely complain about the exceptional lack of HP we have. Have we picked up HP at all on this run? You tell me, Ruka. How's it going, buddy? Oh, you don't want to be in here anymore? Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll go open the door for you. Let me take this pill first, Ruka. Daddy's got prescription drug addiction. Okay, be back in a sec. Don't worry. Ruka. Hey, buddy boy. Go on out there, you slugger. Alright. You want to be in the office? You don't want to be in the office? Make up your mind. If I could fly, I would love to open that red chest. It's just the fact that it's a little harder to get makes you feel that there's a little bit more value inherent in it, doesn't it? But you can pretty much guarantee that that's not the case. Probably just a bunch of spiders. Hey, that's a good one. Now we can actually get into permanent Whore of Babylon state. I'll pick up that penny. Don't ever fear. I promise I'll do it. Now, 2 keys. Pretty much the perfect amount. Steam sale's a bit garbage tier. Hanged Man does at least allow me to get to the red chest. Oh, there's Guppy's paw. Now, we're very close to actually becoming Guppy in this situation. And if we become Guppy, oh, that was not good. If we become Guppy without ever getting a deal with the devil with Guppy items, that would be great. Still very unlikely, but great. I may, I mean, there's obvious value. Oh, that's really good. There's obvious value in taking Guppy's paw. Getting that permanent Whore of Babylon state that would give us crazy good damage. And we have Book of Revelation. Yeah, so you know what? I'm just gonna bump it up. What's up, Kate? How's it going? What the heck? Thought you asked me how my noodle squid was. That's kind of a personal question for a video like this. We're gonna keep moving on here. It's a good game. I like it. The good thing about having Guppy's paw here is that if we get more HP, we can continue to use Guppy's paw. Turn it into spirit hearts. The reason I did it right away was it was a little bit short-sighted. Oh, that is sweet. Pentagram. I was a little bit short-sighted because we could have actually continued playing the blood bank. I guess we still could, but it's less deleterious now. But anyway, yeah, I used it right away because I was like, I want to stay in the permanent Whore of Babylon state, mommy. And in hindsight, that's not the greatest idea, but the fact that we got the pentagram here is fine. We should have stayed and, you know, done it so we could play the blood bank a few more times, but it probably won't end up being that big of a deal. Now the question is, what's going to give you more spirit hearts over the rest of the game? Guppy's Paw or Book of Revelations? And it's actually maybe not as cut and dry as you might think. You know, if we got 2 HP upgrades, that would be 6 spirit hearts as a result of Guppy's Paw, which would be 36 rooms on Book of Revelations. We're gonna go to more than 36 rooms, so we would need probably more than 3 or maybe even 4 HP upgrades to have, oh, that's awesome. To have Guppy's Paw equal what Book of Revelations would give us. So in hindsight, ignore everything I say, I was wrong. It actually is not really that close. Plus, the other thing is that Book of Revelations guarantees us more or less, it gives us the best chance at least, at getting that 4th level cube of meat, which is a straight upgrade for the most part. And, it's pretty unlikely that we get like super HP upgrade items like, you know, lard until the very end of the game anyway. Did one of those just reverse directions? That's unusual. What was that item back there that I didn't, oh, that's it's Guppy's Paw. We'll go back there. Oh, you jerk monger. That was a red chest. That could have really benefited me. Oh, you know what? There was a red chest. We might as well just pop this. Let's try it out. All right. That was dumb. But anyway, we have 1 key. That's not very good, but we are going to be killing Mom very, very quickly here. We found a tinted rock. Well, we didn't find it. It found us in many ways. And our damage is through the roof right now. If it's an HP upgrade, we can't pick it up, so I'm not going to pick it up. And we're going to head down to the next floor. I'm feeling relatively good about this run. The damage that we've got is great. I did mismanage it a little bit. I'll just admit that right off the bat here. I think I could have done better. I could have had like 3 more spirit hearts right now if I had just not used Guppy's Paw when I did. No use crying over spilled milk. It's pretty unlikely to be a major factor in this run, but it's possible. Stranger things have happened. Our damage is really good as a result of Pentagram, plus, of course, Whore of Babylon. Permanent Polaroid Invincibility is going to be nice. I would love to take Curved Horn, but Permanent Polaroid Invincibility is going to be a lot better, especially with things like, you know, Meat Boy, Dead Bird, and the super high damage Mom's Knife going to town. So I almost feel that as long as we don't encounter, like, some of the most truly heinous rooms over and over and over again, we might be as close to guaranteed of winning this run as we've ever been on an EVE run. It doesn't take that much, I guess, as long as you can get As long as you can get some means of regenerating spirit hearts, and maybe you want to get rid of, second secret room. Maybe you want to get rid of your, HP as well if you can swing it. Really, Guppy's Paw seems like a huge Eve item. Now, we have a curse room, I remember. We have the possibility for a deal with the devil here, I remember that too. This is death, so it should be a 4th level Meat Boy. But I've been wrong before. Oh, that was really, really dumb damage, but it's not spirit heart damage. Mom's Knife, again, should be pretty good at taking care of this here. Now, the curse room, oh man, the curse room's interesting. It's going to cost us 2 spirit hearts, which is more than we got on the entire floor to go in there. But the chance for a free Guppy item is too tempting. There we go. It messes with our permanent Whore of Babylon state a little bit, but at the same time is well worth it, especially if we don't pick up any more red hearts. Because now the damage from our flies is going to be just incredible. And even if we do mess up our permanent Whore of Babylon-ness, the free ability to fly is going to be amazing. Plus, the damage from the flies is going to be incredible. And now we have no reason to go back into that curse room. Unless we wanted to pick up, like, a damage upgrade or something, which would also be great, but I don't want to lose the spirit hearts now. Especially since we're pretty much set. Now, pop that. More keys is kind of one of the only things I wouldn't really say concerned, but one of the only things I'm worried about right now to some extent is making sure that I can open all the chests on the golden chest, because as we saw in the last run, some good luck there can carry you if you run into kind of some exceptional... Ooh, that would have been bad. Some exceptional circumstances in advance of it. The other thing about the flies is that we don't have to be directly in line with an enemy to hit them, which helps us out a ton, especially imagine like an Ultra Pride fight, for example. We can just hang out and the flies will take care of all of the dirty work for us. I know we should gamble here and try to earn as many keys as possible. I mean, we could gamble on the blood bank as well, but I just can't bring myself to really feel like that is going to make a demonstrable impact on the run one way or the other. So, 4th level Meat Boy doing work. Fistula, like 75% dead without me even really so much as touching a button. Forgot we could fly. That's when you know you have a good run. Do we know this pill? It's telepills. Doesn't really help us, but I guess it doesn't really... Oh, I fucked up my half-heart interval. I guess it doesn't really hurt us either. I got the enemies mixed up there. Yeah, messing up that half-heart interval sucks. We're gonna lose a lot of damage as a result of that, and it's gonna be very difficult for us to ever get back down to a half-heart interval. That was just me being kind of, I don't want to say short-sighted, but more like, you know, I just made a mistake. Wasn't thinking. I don't really want to open this either. If there's Book of Belial, that would be nice, but even though I would love to get our damage kind of bonus back after losing the whole Whore of Babylon business, I think Book of Revelations is still worth more. Also, that messes up our permanent Polaroid invincibility too, so trust me, I'm no more excited about that, or I'm no less angry about that, maybe is a better way to put it, than you are. That's annoying for me as well. I was banking on that. And, you know, the mom's heart fight here, the only reason this is slow is because we don't have many bombs. If we could get in that, like, permanent bomb crowd control state, this would already be over in all likelihood. And we took a little damage, that's okay. I still, yeah, there's, like, no way that I could, ooh, let's see what we got down here. There's no way that I could lose a half heart. I'm trying to think of it. If I gambled a ton on blood banks, to the point where I lost all of my spirit hearts, I might be able to swing it. I think that's an incredibly dumb idea, though. Why am I not using telepills? Basically because I'm nervous. I'm nervous that I might get sent to the I Am Error room, and then what do? I guess I would just teleport myself out in Spider Mod, but I'd rather avoid that that can of worms if I can avoid it. Man, okay. Again, pretty good example of a room where permanent Polaroid invincibility would be pretty beneficial, if we could still have that, but this is close to a formality at this point. We're in a very, very good position. Almost unfathomable that we could lose this. Forgot that we could fly again. Pretty dumb. We could just leave. I mean, there's nothing keeping us here except the fact that I would maybe love to get whatever consumable they're gonna offer me. Depends what it is. Oh, well, better be a spirit heart or better now. Well, it was a single penny, so I'd say we both came out sitting pretty there. Okay. We got an angel fetus, not a problem. Another bomb. Feels pretty good. Only real sore spot on this run right now. Oh, there's another tinted rock. Great. That was really bad. The only major sore spot on this run is no compass right now, which is really annoying. But apart from that, pretty much everything fell into place the way it needed to. And I apologize for not making it seem like that's a big deal when it really is. Like, the fact that we just got 9 lives randomly on that curse room is an enormous deal. I just wish it didn't give us extra HP, but whatever. Hard to complain too much about that. Oh no, the game gave us a free HP upgrade, and because of some bullshit, like, pseudo-exploit, that makes my game a little bit less likely to win, but let's be honest, it's still basically guaranteed. The sky is falling. And good, we did find the boss room. I'm excited about this because I'm starting to think, like, we're probably at the point where I'm losing more HP than I'm gaining. Not by a whole lot. We've had a lot of lucky spirit heart drops from tinted rocks, but might as well get through with it as soon as possible to give myself the best possible chance of success, you know? Okay, there's a lot of spirit hearts gone already. Let's let Meat Boy do what he does, and we're gonna hang back. I thought maybe, oh, jeez. I thought maybe the best course of action would be to get up close and kind of tank it. And I think there's still some merit in that idea because, you know, with Meat Boy chewing all the time, he's going to be firing all the time. Isaac's going to be firing all the time, that is. Which puts me in a bit of a weird position. I should be trying to do damage all the time as well. This is actually shaping up to be a little tricky here. Poop. Hourglass. Oh, that's great. Well, you know, oh, that's terrible too. The good thing about the Hourglass is that at least we have a spacebar item to replace Book of Revelations with later on, when that becomes prudent. As of right now, we don't need to replace Book of Revelations with anything because it's a lifeblood and our chance for success. But Poop and the Hourglass are not really the items we were looking for if we were hoping to be carried at this point of the game. And it's actually remarkable how much of a difference that half-heart interval plays in this, because if I had stayed at that half-heart interval, with permanent Polaroid invincibility, we would have been able to do so much free damage to everything, but mainly to those late-game bosses. Why kill Greed last? I don't have a good reason for you, except that, you know, he's the last one that's in my sights here. If we can just get Meat Boy to chew him, it should pretty much be over. He also dropped a Steam Sale, which, I mean, like, we could reroll, but we can't reroll, so I'm not gonna think about what we could get if we rerolled it, even though it could be awesome. But we can't, so don't dwell on it, okay? There we go, sneak in through here. Not really what I was looking for, but maybe a quick path to get to the other side of the map, and this should be enough spirit hearts to live. Please don't kill Sloth by accident. There's a race against Meat Boy here. The tarot card is just icing on the cake, depending on what it is. Alright, interesting. Yes. I think this probably ends up being worth it, plus it's a little fun, so let's try it out. Yeah, we'll just work our way down here. But anyway, I think this pretty much, if not guarantees, it takes it pretty close to being guaranteed, which is fun. We didn't open that? I guess we didn't see it because it was after the Gertie fight, so Gertie's corpse was kind of in the way. Well, there go all those flies that I was going to bring in, but that's okay. Let's give this a try. But yeah, if we end up losing this run, I'm pretty much going to call it basically 100% thanks to losing that permanent Polaroid invincibility plus permanent Horror Babylon, both of which, you know, they feed into one another. Extra invincibility to do extra damage. We will get one permanent Polaroid invincibility here, if I am correct. I hope it doesn't come to that. I hope our flies can just take care of it. Good and good enough. Okay. It got a little tricky here, but we made it work. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Inscribe, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I need a nap. See you next time.